Hey guys, we finally got an iPhone SE in, and we're gonna go ahead and change the screen on it. We're gonna see if it is any different than the iPhone 5S. Stay tuned. Alright, nothing different to start. We just got the regular pentalops in the bottom. Same way, we're just gonna pop it open carefully. Careful not to go to the middle, because you risk on damaging the fingerprint sensor. We don't want that, because you can't replace those. So be real careful. So right here, we're just gonna slide this down. It's gonna pop up a little bit. Slide it back down on the other end, carefully. And it's just gonna pop open, just like the 5S. We got the fingerprint connector right there. You don't wanna rip that, be very careful. I always use only plastic, so you don't risk on shorting anything. Go ahead and carefully pop this up. Slide this under. Now it's out. Now we can lift the screen. Alright, that's all safe, no damage. So far the phone looks exactly the same. For the people that have changed 5Ss before, absolutely identical. Let's start by disconnecting the battery, just to avoid any damage to the board. What I like to do is just give this maybe like half a turn, so then you could just slide this out the way and carefully unplug that. We'll move to the LCD. Keep everything in order. I always advise everyone to do that, because some screws are magnetic, some are not, for a reason. I like to put the bracket next to the screws just to remind you exactly what those are for. Okay, now that we got this over, go ahead and just pop these carefully. Bam. 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 Again, identical to the 5S. So far, no difference whatsoever. Alright, put that aside. This is the old screen, and here is the new screen. Alright, I like to remove the top first. Keep everything in order. Makes it easy to reassemble. It makes the repair itself a whole lot better looking when somebody else has to open it after you. Alright. I like to take some tweezers and just pop that carefully. And it'll just unlatch. Once it unlatches, you can go ahead and just remove that. That is the ear speaker. Okay. Next, you want to remove this. Just carefully unscrew that. This will expose your home button. 2 screws. Also, you know, I can't stress the importance of keeping all the screws in one piece, in one place, because you want to make sure it clicks originally, fills originally. Okay, just put your finger underneath to carefully pop that. What I always do is apply just a little heat on the bottom, just to loosen up the adhesive a little bit. And it should just come off easily. Bam. Alright, same thing with the top. I like to just apply a little bit of heat just to loosen it up. I don't like to pull on anything excessively. Rules, if you have to do excessively, you should just stop before you break it. So, slide that under here carefully. And it'll just pop right up, just like that. There we go. Separated that. Now we got 4 screws left. 1, 2. These are the same, so it really doesn't matter to keep these in order. Alright, I like to keep them on the screwdriver so whenever you go to put it back, it's a lot quicker. Now we can go ahead and just pull that out. Bam. Old screen. Now we got our new screen. We're going to go ahead and slap this thing right on here. Everything lines up perfectly, just like it should. Now we got these still on the screwdriver. Okay, now that we got those done, we got the bracket back on the back. Go ahead and put the home button assembly on. There you go. Before you screw anything in, go ahead and put this bracket back on. Get it out the way, because this flex will actually fold over it and it'll make it impossible for you to screw it in later. Alright, now we can fold this over, make sure that's stuck down. Alright, turn it over, test it, feels good. Okay, now we want to plug this back in. There's a little hole right there where it's going to go into. Just like that. Now, put the ear speaker here, make sure it lines up to those holes. Cool. So everything lines up. the screen fully assembled. Go ahead and plug the battery back in. Alright. We'll just connect these back.
What do you think?
All right. Let's plug in the sensor. Put the bracket back in. Bracket could be a little tricky, but it's a necessity. Alright, now the bracket's in, everything is connected. Make sure that when it's folding, it folds just like that. We don't want it to fold the other way because it'll snap the screen. So, put that in, press it back, and gently push on the sides. And now we're going to turn it on. Nice.